The Youth Fitness Academy, it's modeled after a program that Alpena County has. Judge LaCrosse runs the Youth Fitness Academy as well, and we had an opportunity to visit that one. So although we call both programs the Youth Fitness Academy, the way that we run ours is a little bit different. The juvenile probation staff in Otsego County, we facilitate our own program. That affords us the opportunity to work one-on-one with the kids and try to fill that mentorship role and develop a better, stronger professional relationship.
The goal is to create independence, good thinking, to help them make good decisions through the different programs, from the Youth Fitness Academy to the Healthy Living Program and other related items.
One part that we're looking at here would be the gardening aspect. We had the children build the beds, as well as kind of pick out the plants that they wanted and put in the soil. They did the planting, which also included them kind of planning how far apart each seed was going to be.
Generally, the age range of the juveniles involved with Youth Fitness Academy are ages 11 to 17. We have juveniles that are both on the court's consent calendar program and juveniles that have been adjudicated. And the charges range anything from a status offense, to criminal sexual conduct, and generally everything in between.
Part of the healthy living is also just learning some life skills. So as we did earlier, checkbook balancing, the chickens are speaking up there, checkbook balancing, as well as just learning about the importance of credit. And later on we're going to talk about automotive, some just small things about car buying and things like that. So it's just kind of a general trying to take all the different aspects of life with health and all those different parts that are included.
Just take one of these and pass it down. Okay. So it's your paycheck. That's going to tell you the amount that we're going to put in there. So we're starting to put. I think that these ones are all the same. Okay. So under payee, I would write your name under payee, but I wasn't sure who was going to be here today, so you can write your own name under payee. So that's your paycheck from your first job. You want to log that on your check register.
How much money did you guys make? $500. Okay.
We do exercises and we do stretches. Plus we do a chicken coop over here. We feed the chickens and, we made the chicken coop and we made the garden beds over there.
So they built the coop. We've had the chickens in there now for several weeks. They've been doing the feeding and the changing of the water. They're very playful with the chickens. They like to be very hands-on, getting in the coop and things like that. Also with the healthy living, we like to teach the children some good eating skills and things like that. So we've discussed, healthy activities.
They now have somebody that they're accountable to, somebody that they feel that they've let down, and you can see the changes in it. One of the parts of the program is decisions to action. I tell them it's not a consequence, it's an opportunity. And you go to the first meeting and the kids, in particular the parents who have to be there, are like this. Their arms are folded, they're ticked off for having to be there. By the end of it, they're talking about the experiences they had during it, and it's been a wonderful occasion for them to learn, and in that program to learn how to have a better parent-child relationship.
Very commonly family dynamics. They come from homes that unfortunately don't function as efficiently as they should. One thing, communication, barriers in communication are a huge thing, and that's something that we address with the teamwork and team building and things like that. There's a lot of teachable moments when working with youth. Perhaps somebody is not a good team player and likes to micromanage. We can put that person in charge of a group and try to teach them techniques and leadership and things like that, not just directing and kind of taking everything and doing it yourself, but how to delegate and things like that. It's a real world teachable moments, something that you can't learn from a book.
I think so many are not given these opportunities to shine, and sometimes that fear of failure is very scary, but when we encourage them and when they see somebody else doing it and then they see that they can succeed in building of a chicken coop using the power tools, many were very frightened about that, but to see that they could do that and then the outcome, there's just beaming with pride. So I would say that, and then teamwork was huge, just to see them build upon one another, use certain people's skills. There again, in building the coop, some were good at the math, and so they would go to that person, they would say, how do I figure this out? And then the other people were better at figuring out, we're going to put this board with this board. So using those teamwork things was awesome.
Okay. We do push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, running, jumping. We do team building activities, so maybe different kind of puzzles and things like that. We do team sports. We have some sporting equipment that, if the individual or the juveniles as a group, if they earn the privilege of playing a sport, then we'll play a sport that day.
When I think about it, I think it's pretty cool. I like it. So I like exercising. So
we're very fortunate to have a forward-thinking judge and court administrator that allow us to build these programs, that allow the juvenile probation staff to assess the needs of the community.
And one young lady was saying how much she enjoyed looking forward to having something to do every Monday and Thursday, and that gives them the opportunity. And our 2 probation officers have done an excellent job of building this program.
Unfortunately, a lot of the youth that I work with, they feel like that they don't have anything to lose. They feel like they're in trouble and they don't want to try harder because they don't really have any incentive to doing that. So we try to identify those strengths and try to show them that there is incentive for doing the right thing.
What are the benefits? Me getting more skinnier.
Attention. Extend to the left. March. Go get them up. Arms downward. Move. Left. Face. Extend to the left. March. Arms downward. Move. Right. Face.